It's Toothy Critter season. Welcome to the Good Karma Sport Fishing Podcast. I'm your host, Captain Ryan Van Fleet. Okay, so I'm not afraid to share my struggles. And one of the biggest struggles that I had was learning how to twist wire and do it right. Doing it right means learning how to tie the haywire twist, then making the barrel wrap. But like anything else, I figured it out. I was able to tie a bunch with my eyes closed at the final steps of the learning process, and that's when I knew I was okay. So once you can tie something without looking or twist wire without looking with your eyes closed, then you're okay. So, but anyways, the hardest part for me was getting the actual haywire twist correct. Now my hands are like, I've got really big hands, I've got really big fingers, and sometimes I don't have the best coordination. Trying to get that right was challenging because I just couldn't get my mind to move with my fingers. I'm sure some of you guys can relate that are still learning how to do this, but that was the hardest part. Twisting a bunch of wire rigs is a pain in the ass. Okay? It's a pain in the ass. After I mastered the haywire twist with the barrel wraps, I started looking for a tool that would make my job easier. And the tools that were out there were like $300, $400. And even those tools looked like they'd be a pain in the ass. It'd take you longer to get the wires set up than it would to make the actual haywire twist itself. So I just avoided all that complicated stuff. And then I looked at the stuff that was at Bass Pro, and I'm like, yeah, this stuff, I'd bought a couple, and they were honestly, for me, they didn't work. Now, for some of you guys, they might work. But when I'm tying a whole bunch of wire, the stuff that at Bass Pro seemed like it was just cheaply made, and they just didn't last. And okay, so I did find a tool that works very well. And I've been using this one tool for years. In fact, this one tool I have here in my hands called the Scourge of the Sea. It's a haywire twist tool. And I've had this one tool with me now for many years, and it's lasted, man. It's been through hell, and it's stainless steel. It's called the Scourge of the Sea. And for me, it's a badass tool. It makes a perfect haywire twist loop. Okay, it makes them tight. It makes them uniform, and every leader I have is tied the same. Okay. And for me, I can make 60-some ballyhoo rigs, single-strand ballyhoo rigs in, under an hour? Under an hour, maybe? And if I would stay with it, but I usually get bored, and I've got to, if I stayed with it, I could make more. I'd probably make over 100, but I get bored, and I got to go do something else, or somebody calls or something like that. But it kicks ass, man. And you read online about it. It's called the Scourge of the Sea, and I'll put a link up in my show notes about it. It's been around a long time. You just don't see a lot about it, and it's not in Bass Pro because you have to buy it online. And now they have it on Amazon, which is cool. Now it's I think the cost is around $65, so it's up there a little bit. But if you're into making wire on your own, then this is it's something that you might want to look into. Now, it takes a little bit. You have to play with it. You have to learn how to use it. But once I figured it out, it works great, man. This thing goes with me everywhere. Then I put it actually when I take it with me on the boat, it's such a critical tool that it goes right into my dry box with my wallet and my keys. That's how much I use it, because when I'm out on the water, if I need to tie a haywire twist, then this thing gets it done in very quick. And not to mention, it's got it's diamond plated, so you can really grab a hold of it. It's well built. You can tie up to number 19 wire with it. Some of the reviews I read say, it doesn't work with number 7 or lighter wire. It does. It works just fine. You just have to manipulate it a little bit and figure it out on your own. Now, in the future, I might do a video. I just don't have a lot of time right now. So I just don't have a lot of time to do videos, period. So maybe someday. But that's all I got for you guys. Check it out. I'll put the link up in my show notes on my website, okay? Now, my website is www.goodkarmasportfishing.com. And I'll put a picture up on my Instagram as well. My Instagram is good karma sport fishing _FL_keys. And if you're looking to get an updated fishing report, check out my fishing report page at goodkarmasportfishing.com. Again, thanks for listening. I hope you guys got a little nugget out of today's tackle tip, which is what they're for. And remember, anytime you're fishing, it's all good.